Strictly speaking, no. Penal substitutionary atonement, I'm going to call it PSA just for ease and convenience. PSA is not a Western development or a Western tradition. There is one important point that should be made about how the core idea of PSA is packaged, and that's especially important when it comes to its roots in the patristics. But the idea that is foundational to PSA is not a recent Western development. In fact, nothing could be further from the truth. Few things have strengthened my confidence in PSA as a biblical doctrine than reading the primary sources of the patristics themselves. I'm a big fan of the popular patristics series. I've read quite a few of those volumes. I even named my son Basil for his middle name out of respect for Basil the Great. And one thing that you find when reading the patristics is this idea of something called the Great Exchange, that Christ takes our sin and in turn, he gives us his righteousness. And that idea at its most simple form is the seed of what we call penal substitutionary atonement. Now, I will freely grant that there are ways that we can talk about PSA that obscure this great exchange idea, this great exchange motif. But bad presentations of an idea do not invalidate good and right presentations of an idea. And there's a lot of bad understandings of what PSA is that are really focused on really bad Western ways of explaining it when the idea itself goes back much further. It goes back to the patristics and